dining and live entertainment. Just beyond it is Disney's Grand Californian Hotel and Spa. Named Back to Visit California. We're now approaching the main entrance plaza. At the end of your visit, please return here to take the Mickey and Friends and Jigsaw Valve tram back to the parking area. The trams will continue running until 1 hour after the latest park closing time. Please remain seated with the doors closed until the tram comes to a full stop. Then, gather your belongings, watch your step, and exit to the driver's ramp.
Okay, guys, on board. Please remain seated with the doors closed until I indicated it is safe to exit onto the driver's left, and that is the driver's left-hand side only, away from the street.
Maybe once we walk around a little bit and all, or we can.
Lower your head and watch your step as you exit to the driver's left. Have a good day, everyone.
Maybe you can take a walk around.
Thank you. morning, everybody. It's Donnie here. Oh boy, there's so much I couldn't see in the sun. The sun is so bright today I couldn't see the chat at all.
You're just gonna walk
So check this out. So it's just me, and I'm just here for a quick little downtown Disney stroll. I don't have a res for the parks. I was out here doing some stuff this morning, so I figured while I was here I would just stop in and touch bases with all of you and do a quick little walk around downtown Disney, because I have to be at another place at 12:30-ish. And I got to make sure I'm on time for that. So, you know, just to update you, for all of you that were sending messages back and forth to me and Jen, and showing all your love and your concern. I can't tell you how much we appreciate all that. It's amazing. All of you, that you're the greatest friends ever. But Jen's home right now. She was feeling quite nauseous last night and again this morning, and she's just really kind of out of it. We were actually kind of hoping that she would be well enough this morning to come with me and just get out of the house and get some fresh air, and you know, maybe come down to downtown Disney with me and get a bite to eat or something like that. But that didn't happen. She spent the day in the hospital. What was it? All my days are melting together now. It's just been such a craziness since Thursday. I think it was the day before yesterday, I think. She spent the day in the hospital. At first they were going to keep her overnight, but they decided to let her come home and see how everything worked through the IV, and how the extra meds, they doubled her up on antibiotics, so she's taken some serious amount of antibiotics, and some pain pills. But they, you know, she would much rather do that than when this happened last time. She had to go into the hospital every day for, I can't remember how many hours, and sit there with an IV in her for a month. She had to do that because the infection got so bad. So in case you all don't know, this is all related to her breast cancer. She had to go back in just a while back for another surgery, and they removed a bunch of tissue. And since that surgery, when was that? Just like 2 months ago, if I'm not mistaken. My brain's not really working well this morning. Working even worse than usual. But yeah, she said she's had some complications since that surgery. And so, anyways, she's doing okay. Like I said, she was up all night feeling nauseous, and again this morning feeling pretty nauseous and just really out of it. She slept a lot during the day yesterday and through the night, and was woken up a few times. But like I said, I had to come out here, and we were kind of hoping she could come with me. And since I was out here, I figured I'd visit downtown Disney for a little bit. I don't have a parks res. I just figured I'd come here for a little while and cruise around downtown Disney. There's a lot going on in downtown Disney right now, and like I said, we were hoping she would be able to come with me, but she couldn't. She's not doing that well yet. So we're hoping she's going to have a miraculous recovery today, get a lot of rest, take the meds, the antibiotics, all that stuff, and get some rest and some food, and hopefully everything will be good tomorrow. She goes to see the surgeon tomorrow, so hopefully she's feeling better today, better tonight, better in the morning. She goes to see the surgeon. Hopefully everything looks better, because the infection was really, really bad. And hopefully everything is much better. So my little Fitbit is going nuts right now. I'm so stressed out. Anyways, I'm sorry I'm not keeping up on the chat. You know me, it's hard to do the walk and talk. And if I even look down at the phone to try and read, the vertigo gets out of control. So anyways, I hope that kind of answers a lot of your questions. If you're just coming into the chat, or you know, you can rewind, and I don't want to keep going over and over and over about what's going on. But here we are. So I'm going to cruise around a little bit and check out the new stuff that's going on. I'm sure a lot of you know that Disney made some big announcements about Downtown Disney, and I posted a bunch of stuff on the Donnieland Instagram. But they announced where a lot of the new places are going up, and they also have the whole Halloween overlay going down here in downtown Disney. And I thought I'd come check it out because, like I said before, I was already out here, and I have about an hour and a half before my next, I have to be someplace about 12:30. Wow, it is just a scorcher out. I mean, I meant to bring some sunscreen with me, and I forgot. And it's really hot, and the sun is brutal. But look at this stuff. Look at how beautiful.
Just talk to Ish.
Maybe I could grab a seat here real quick and just try and catch up on the chat a little bit, huh? Dash of Disney, one day at a time for you. Yeah, yeah, it's you know Jen. She wants to be here every day. Omar, we're doing okay, thank you. I'll try and scroll back to the beginning here. I don't know how far it's going to let me go back. Hello, Disney Truly. Hello, Pedro. Hello, Brian Hernsberger. Hello, Sanchez. Hollyween. Holly's got a new screen name. Hollyween. Hello, Ada. Hello, Most Wanted. Or should I say most 5151? Most 5150 haunted it is now. Hello, Janine M. What time should we join? I'm not sure if you're grouping the nighttime boarding. Well, you know what, Janine? If you're going to be here after 11 at night, that's the best time to ride it. After 11, they just start letting people ride it without a virtual queue, and you can ride it over and over and over again. But anyways, they have an early morning one, and then they have one starting at noon. Hello, Rob La. Hello, Pirate Girl Trish. I'm sorry if I'm missing anybody. I'm trying to get caught up on the chat, but it's really, really hard. It's so ridiculous bright out. Even though I'm sitting a little bit in the shade here, it's ridiculous, you know, this time of day. Hello, Vananda. How are you? Hello, Reddy Durazo. Thank you for all the love, my friends. Thank you so much. Hi, Nola Lola. Hi, Naomi. EXP626, how you doing? Every time I see your screen name, I always want to say Experiment 626. Because I know that's what it is, but... oh man, so many that I've passed up here. Hello, Donald's fan. Once again, I'm sorry if I missed anybody. Hello, Doom Boogie. Notorious One, hello. Well, there's Jen's Crochet. She's in the chat. Why aren't you sleeping, my honey bunny? Just couldn't stay away. See how it is? Ada, Donnie, you take it easy while going solo. Don't want you getting dizzy or Jen worrying. No, no. Wouldn't that just be it? You know, she's home and I have a little episode and she's there freaking out. That would just be my luck, wouldn't it? I have to admit, it was quite hard doing all this morning by myself. The drive all the way by myself because, you know, we're a good 30 miles away. And it was quite stressful. Not gonna lie to you. Jen got busted. Well, Jen, if you're in the chat, then you can So they are now serving breakfast here, by the way. In case anybody hasn't heard the new news about this. Now serving breakfast. And you can see why. Because the restaurants and the quick serve are not doing very well in the morning. The home store has all the decorations out. Hi.
Like Eddie Murphy.
I'd rather see like
So here's one of the things we do know now for sure. They are going to completely demolish that building. And in place of that building, well, they already demolished the fountain. You already know that, I'm sure. And that's sad. See that circle in the ground right there? That was the fountain. Poor little duckies. So they're going to demolish that whole building. And we haven't seen anything on permits or anything about the demolishing yet, so we don't know when. And we don't know how big. My guess is they're going to use this whole footprint right here all the way to the bowling. And they're going to have 2 restaurants, a barbecue and a steakhouse. And I'm assuming it's going to be very high dig because it's from a Michelin award-winning chef. I can't remember his name. He's very famous, and obviously if he's Michelin award-winning, we know it's going to be high dig, and that's for basically for all the people that come from out of town, hotel guests and DVC members. They got all that money. They want to come have a nice steakhouse dinner, a nice barbecue dinner, not some typical fast food stuff. And here's another reason why I wanted to come. Hold on one quick second. I'm always the one reminding Jen to hydrate. I had to do it myself. So these Halloween decorations are really, really cool. Jen, if you're still in the chat, in case I get distracted and don't look at my alarm set or my watch or whatever, I should definitely be leaving here by 12. So the beignet thing, I know a lot of people were expecting the pumpkin ones. But from what I understand, they did not get them. They got apple. If anybody's wondering about that. Wow, I already made it to the other end this quick, huh? Wasn't even paying attention. It's pretty crazy for me. Already down at the monorail, which is still closed. And I checked the dates yesterday, and there's still no confirmed return date for the monorail or the Disneyland Railroad, unless something came out this morning that I did not see. So they don't have an exact date yet. Alright, so here's where the excitement comes in, if you're into this type of thing.
Check to see the purple line that we have there, which is the socket line. No, the blue one, not where your point's set on. That one, yeah.
Let's cross over here and get a nice wide shot of it. Come on, monorail, open, open, open. So here's where the marketplace, and the big announcements that they just made. If you saw my posts on the Donnieland Instagram page, it's where the Avenger store is going to go. Let's see, maybe they have pictures on the wall now. Let's check it out. So there's Parkside Marketplace. Right there. Soul Sister. Gigi's Chicken Shop. Parkside Bar. Sip and Sonder. And right down here, doesn't look like they have anything posted. So they're going to have the Avengers store right here. And next to that, it's going to be like, I don't know exactly yet, but because of like World of Disney, I don't know why they're doing a more, you know, and they have a dress up shop too, so I don't know, but they're going to have another Disney store here. And over there is where the new Earl of Sandwich is going to go. So, can't see over the walls. That's it. Wow, it's really hot. Well, hot for me anyways. I know it's supposed to be in the 90s today. It's 11 o'clock now. So it's got to be getting close to that, because usually the hottest part of the day is 2 o'clock. It's really hot, and the sun is really bright because there's not one cloud in the sky. Look at that. I know we have the Toy Story music going on in the background, but we don't have the Toy Story background, the sky, clouds per se. Look at that. It's a beautiful sky. Well, as beautiful as it gets here in SoCal. Whatever color that is, I'm colorblind, so I know everybody that's out in the middle of nowhere where they have really beautiful sky. Remember when I was a kid, I think I was 14, 15, and I went all the way up to the Canadian border. I was up in Montana and Wyoming and all that stuff, and they call that the Big Sky Country, if anybody's from there or been there. And even as a little kid, even though I was colorblind, you can literally, it's just crazy. So you compare that to our sky here in SoCal, and that's just ridiculous. Still no word on what they're doing with the ESPN building and the Star Wars Trading Post. Star Wars Trading Post, that building right there is just such a waste. If anybody has ever been in there before, it was just such a beautiful, huge building. And the restaurant that was there was just incredible. Really, really incredible. I have no idea why they ever did that, but that's a whole other story. But ever since then, it's been a complete waste. But at least a little front part of it's being used, other than like the ESPN zone is just, there's, look at the size of that building, and it just hasn't been used in forever. I know they use it for cast training and stuff like that. So I guess what we'll do, rather than me just walking back to the parking lot, maybe we'll just take a full lap of downtown Disney. I'll go back down again in case we missed anything. And I'll catch the tram back to the parking lot from there. I apologize once again if I'm not getting your chat comments. You know me. My motto is more walk, less talk. That's just like old radio station stuff, you know. Thanks for tuning in to Donnie Radio. More rock, less talk. So now it's thanks for tuning in to Donnieland. More walk, less talk. That's my motto. And it's not really just that I want to. Although it really is kind of cool that, you know, you can see and hear all the sights and sounds of the Disneyland Resort. But for me, you all know me, if you don't know already, if I take one look down at the chat as I'm walking, vertigo kicks in and I'm laying on the ground. Let's take a quick look here that a lot of people don't even realize when you're in downtown Disney. That's a vertigo moment right there. So, when you're in downtown Disney, in case you don't know, you're literally walking over an overpass. Same thing goes on the other side over there. And right at the edge of it is, you can get over here and I'll show you. I'm gonna be sunburned by the time I get home. Stupid me for getting the sunscreen. So that's the edge of it right there. That's the building that's coming down. I'm really wondering how they're going to get that building tore down. Because unlike when they did the other stuff, they had room to, like when they tore down the AMC Theater and all that stuff. They had a lot of extra room to block it off. Oh, by the way, my heart rate's up to 130 now. Like I said. Yeah, so I mean, literally, even if they put walls, like right where the fence is there, that's not enough for the demolishing. I have a bad feeling they're gonna have to shut down this whole section. Unless they plan on doing it after 1 a.m. So, really, the only way they could do that is close down Downtown Disney at 1 a.m. Bring in the wrecking crew, demolish it, and do as much as they can before they reopen in the morning. That's my best guess of what they'll do. And then they'll put up the walls while they do all the cleanup and rebuild and stuff like that. Because there's no way they can do it during the day, like how they did AMC and stuff like that. Not enough room. No line at the beignets. No one wants ample beignets. Everybody wants pumpkin spice. Everybody's boycotting because they wanted the pumpkin spice. Look at all the pumpkins. Is anybody going to come down here and do the pumpkin hunt? I try and get every little bit of shade that I possibly can, but when you get close to noon and the sun's right above, there's not really much you can get. So if I see any of the hidden pumpkins, I'm not going to point them out because I don't want to ruin it for those of you that are going to come down here and try and do the hunt. But I see some. And I'm Naples. Almost went in Naples for my birthday back in 2019, but did not. My sister and my nephew, my brother-in-law were here,
Per person for 4 of us?
and they said, let's meet at Naples. And I was like, oh yeah, cool. But it didn't happen. And I know what's calling Jen's name right now. I actually miss it too. For those of you that don't know, I used to be a 3 times a day Starbucks person. 3 times a day. And it wasn't no wimpy cup of coffee. I was drinking espresso 3 times a day. And then my doctor freaked out and said, you're not going to be drinking caffeine at all anymore, ever again. Let's see how that works out for you. And every time I'd go back, he'd be like, I thought I told you to quit drinking caffeine. Like, well, I have. Well, I want you to really quit it.
She did.
But I started drinking decaf, which I know still has a little bit of caffeine in it. And I do it every now and then. Jen makes great homemade coffees and espressos and frappuccinos. She makes good homemade stuff. Jen makes good homemade everything. Actually, for the past 4 years easily, I've been doing nothing but eating homemade food. I find it's very weird. Every time I was eating out, I find it like ridiculous price, and it wasn't as good as homemade, and the service was horrible. So I kept telling myself why. Every single time I kept saying why.
Much better.
But you're not giving it time. Yeah, I was waiting for didn't say.
Oh, that little lap around downtown Disney went really quick.
Which is when Benita called and asked, I said, I'm not an expert. I'll have to confirm. I'm pretty sure it's the same.
So I know my plan is, because I have to come out to this area every Tuesday and Thursday for a while. So what I think I may start doing is I may start coming to the resort every Tuesday and Thursday morning. Right about a 10:30 start. And getting as much done as I can inside the parks for a couple hours. Every Tuesday and Thursday morning, right around 10:30. Maybe a little earlier, maybe a little later. 10:15, 10:30. So if you want to mark your calendars, or just make sure you're subscribed and hit the notification bell. Look at this. This is beautiful. They're taking pictures now, but I want to get over there and show you guys. It's funny how different the tram loading looks this time of day compared to when I'm normally here at 1 in the morning. Or if you even want to compare it to the one and only time that I tried to get on the tram right after Fantasmic or the parade or whatever it was, the fireworks, at 10 o'clock. Do yourself a favor. If you're ever wanting to catch the tram, don't ever try catching the tram at 10 o'clock. Don't ever do that. It was nuts. People climbing over each other, fighting with... No, I'm just kidding. But it was crowded. I mean, it was crowded. This whole area was packed all the way down. Completely nuts and not worth it at all. Do yourself a favor. If you plan on leaving the park around 10, either leave the park before 9:30 or wait until 10:30 or 11. I mean, by the time you actually get on a tram, it'll be just as well if you stayed inside the park until 10:30 or 11 and just came out here and walked on a tram. Oh, getting a notification from Jen telling me to drink some water.
Slow your head and watch your step. Have a good day, everyone.
Oh, these people got lucky.
Drivers, left-hand side only, please. Away from the street.
Whenever you're coming to downtown Disney, it's always cool when they let you off on this side. And whenever you're going to the parks, it's always cool when they let you off way down there. Can't remember if I've ever gotten that lucky. Okay, Jen, as soon as I sit down, I'll take a little drinky poo. My favorite place to sit on the tram. It's hard to take a drink with only one hand. I can hear Jen right now. Now you know how I feel. Oh, I'm so sorry. Just bumped her head.
Como yo.
Okay, Jen, I took a big swallow. Big swallow. Oh, see, it's nuts, man. I can't even read. I can't even read the chat at all. I'm in the shade here on the tram, and it is so bright out. I can't even begin to see it at all. I hope Jen's answering all your questions.
Make sure your stroller is folded before boarding.
At least now that I'm sitting down, my heart rate jumped down to 115. I know that sounds crazy to you. It dropped down to 115. I had to go to the doctor on Wednesday. Yeah, last Wednesday. And I'm sitting in there, and she takes my blood pressure and everything. And she's like, wow, your heart rate is really, really high. I'm like, what is it? And I think she said, like, I can't remember what it was, 118 or whatever, something like that. I go, no, that's normal for me sitting here in the doctor's office. She's like, wow. It wasn't my doctor. It was like the
Okay, for my guests on board, please remain seated
her
with the doors
assistant, you know.
closed.
It does all the vitals and stuff like that. She didn't know me. If she had known me, she would have known that was normal.
Remain seated with the doors closed, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside while the tram is moving. And supervise your children.
Para su seguridad,
Favor de permanecer sentados, con las puertas cerradas, manteniendo sus manos, brazos, pies y piernas adentro, mientras el tranvía esté en movimiento. Y vigilen a sus niños. Gracias.
Please hold on to hats, glasses, or any loose items that could fall from the track. If an article should fall, please stay seated until the next stop. Or to your staff member. Thank you.
Driver, you're clear.
See the lights come on? The green light there. See the lights just went off?
For my guests on board, please remain seated with the doors closed until I indicated it is safe to exit onto the driver's right.
Se me hace que si no vamos a tener que regresar de esto porque cuando salimos.
We're all the way at the exact opposite.
Pero tenemos que tener.
So you're in, watch your step.
My Fitbit is just going nuts right now.
Excuse me. I think we made a mistake.
Oh, okay. So you have to go through security and then hop back on the train. But where are you trying to go?
Where we were.
Oh, where you were? Okay, yeah. So you have to go through security with the sensor.
Poor things. They got on the tram and they didn't know that's what it was, and that's a drag. Now they have to go all the way back through security again, catch the tram and go back to downtown Disney. That's a huge bummer. That lady and her family, I don't know if you saw on the camera, I try not to get the camera on people, but she was very, very tall, very, very tall, beautiful lady. Her and her husband and her kids were there, and obviously they're from out of town, very, very little English, speaking Spanish. But when she got onto the tram, you know, she's taller than I am. I'm 6'2", and she looked to me like she was taller than me, and she slammed her head on the tram. She's not having a good day right now. So here we are, people. All my friends. I know I was planning on doing a little bit longer, at least until 12 at least, maybe 12:30. But this was very stressful for me. Jen's at home, not feeling well, and I'm here by myself. And if any of you know me, You know, just standing here talking to you in the shade, my heart rate's at 132. Just standing here in the shade talking to you. So it's very stressful. My anxiety's at a maximum right now. So I felt like I needed to get back on the tram and get back on the road in case there's traffic getting to my next appointment. I did notice on the way here that the other side of the freeway was backed up. So Jen, if you're still on there, maybe if you can check out SIG Alert and when I get back to the car, see what my options are of going a different way. But I'm sorry I can't read the chat either. I hope, you know, that was okay for today. This was the first time. Like I said, I'm going to try and do this every Tuesday and Thursday, but I will be going in the parks. I just wanted to do this as a trial run and see how I did, see how it works in between appointments, and see if it's possible for me to actually come here for a couple hours. So I'm going to try and start doing this every Tuesday and Thursday morning, and I'll start right around 10:30, maybe a little earlier, and I'll go for a couple hours and see what I can accomplish inside the parks, and take it from there. But thank you so much for hanging out with me as usual. Just for tuning in to my little stroll up and down downtown Disney. I hope you saw some stuff you liked. A lot of beautiful stuff going on. A lot of new things happening. And I thought maybe somebody would appreciate that. And it all, like I said before, it also helped me. So anyways, on behalf of Jen and I, we love all you, my friends. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing and liking. Thank you for being members. Thank you to all our mods. Thank you for all the donations that you always do and the super chats and all that stuff. That really, really helps us out a lot. I know it's hard. I know you guys know how hard it is to keep a channel going with all the stuff that's involved, and me being out of work for so long, it's really hard to do. So we really, really, really appreciate that. I can't tell you how much we appreciate that. As usual, I like to say special thanks to Chris Provost at Park Pass. He and Amanda are awesome, and Chris, I appreciate you for building up my confidence and getting me off my butt and doing something. If it weren't for you, I'd probably still be sitting on my couch every day, locked in my house. But thank you. And if you guys don't know who that is, that's Chris Provost, Chris and Amanda Provost, and they're at Park Pass here on YouTube, as well as a lot of other places, Instagram, etc. Great, great people. Okay, everybody, peace, love, consideration to you all. And I will catch you, hopefully, like I said, on Thursday. Have a great afternoon. And don't hesitate to love and hug everyone around you. You never know what's going to happen. Treat every minute like it's your last minute. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.